the support system, the information, okay, to have better opportunities for certain things. So it's not luck by chance, but you make that luck. And
Can I ask you
then,
a question? What's y'all's definition of luck? Because I'm not seeing.
the
I'm
definition,
not seeing that I can make myself lucky.
well, and that's what, we're not saying,
Because I say I want to win the lotto, but I don't see how I can make myself win the lotto. Or other people that win scratch-off tickets, $50 here, $20 here, I think those are lucky people. But I don't see where.
They play more than you do.
exactly, all right, but that's a good point, Jeff. They play more than you do because they expect good fortune, okay? They expect good fortune.
But are they
So-
luckier if they just increase the odds?
They increase
Because the reality of it is they have not increased the odds because the odds are exactly the same every time you play the game. But they spend more money to win the little bit of money that they probably make back.
I think it's what the prize is. I mean, to me, if we're talking about being lucky in the lottery, that's one thing, but what the prize is in life is different than what the prize is in this external thing that we started off talking about. So he's right. What is luck? How are we defining luck? That's, I guess, what he's getting at.
And I mean, I think what we're defining as luck is the good fortune in life. How do you, and to different people too, luck, I could think of myself as being lucky for being, for waking up today. I'm lucky to have that. So again, it's something that that's something that nobody can define for you. Okay, am I lucky? It's how you categorize yourself and how you see the things that happen in your life. Again, and it goes back to thoughts are things, right? If we think that way, it's so. If you think you're lucky, then that's your reality, right? But if you think you're not, that's what you train your mind to think. Does that make sense? There's no cut and dry of, okay, this is luck. So if you win the lottery, you're a lucky person. If you wake up in the morning, if you don't get hit by a bus, you're a lucky person. It also, you have to define your sense of what you think about it as luck. And maybe luck might not be the right word to use, right? This is just sort of going into this this idea of us making ourselves, our thoughts become our reality in our lives.
Well, let me correct. Just if I were stuck in traffic and I had to get to the airport, or I'll miss my flight. I missed my flight. I didn't get on that plane. The plane crashed. That I'd say I was lucky.
That's random.
That's random, but I was
Yeah.
lucky.
And that, and similar to what you're saying, that same thing. But lottery and stuff like that, that's not the same because it's not random. There is a certain number of winners in each card, each roll of scratch-offs. If I buy 1,000 of them, I certainly have a better chance of hitting one of the bigger numbers than somebody that goes in and spends $1.
Yes.
And I say that because at one time I used to do that. I used to buy $100 worth of scratch-offs every single week. Every single week, and I did it for a straight year. I lost $11,000.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
You're not lucky.
I know, but you hit some here and there for $50 or $100, and people are like, "Yeah, you won $100." I'm like, "Yeah, I spent $400. I didn't. You don't make out good on that." So.
The lottery, guys, the lottery, look what we're talking about. The lottery is something that, the odds
Well, there was
are
a group of us
against you.
that
Yes, Karen.
Well, first off, the lottery is not designed to win, first and foremost. Secondly, going back to Evelyn's statement and taking it back to Martha, Evelyn says, I didn't get on the plane, so I am lucky because that plane crashed. Now, Martha probably says, no, this wasn't luck. God put me in this situation to keep me off that plane.
I believe that. I
So,
believe that
it's all in how you personally perceive your quote-unquote
Very
luck.
true. Exactly.
You didn't get on
Okay.
that plane by the grace of God. That ain't got nothing to do with love.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
So, and I think that's it's a great point to make.
But I have
Okay.
a bone to pick with all of us as Americans who think God picks and chooses who lives and who dies. And the fact that we think winning the lottery is lucky or not being on a plane or being on a plane, when there are homeless people and children being born with birth defects and starving kids and all of this stuff. We're selfish as Americans thinking that, oh, I'm lucky because this happened to me. when there are so many things in the world that, if they had luck, would they not be that way? No, we just live in a world that has stuff that happens. And I just don't think that, you're lucky and I'm not, or I'm lucky today and you're not.
No, what part of it is their choices are limited. And we as Americans do have more choices. And that is wonderful.
And it makes us selfish.
You better believe it. It makes us extremely self-centered. It makes us oftentimes, want to hoard the little things that we do have. And I think that's part of what we're getting the message here today is if you give, you get back twice over. And again, that's spiritual as well. But I think that you're right.
But I don't give to get back.
No, and you're right. That's not true benevolence if it is. It really isn't. If you're giving to get something back, then you're not giving in the right spirit or the right
And
way.
exactly, I don't want anybody to miss the point. And like I said, it's luck. Define luck. So that's not really, we're not saying that you're unlucky and that she's unlucky and that's set in stone. What we are trying to sort of get the idea going is of you make your own luck because of the things that you do. If you want to call it luck, or you make your own life, you make your own choices, and because you make those choices, you're going to have, different people come into your life, different situations happen. So that's the only thing that you can, control. And you're right, whether how you choose to see it, whether it be God, any other type of spirituality, if that's what you call luck, then that is your belief.
Maybe that should be changed to maybe making your own success or something
Okay,
like
so
that.
Actually, I want to know
All right.
if you turn your bad luck into good luck.
They're bad.
That's right, 'cause people-
And these are the four components that I'm talking about. And all these things are things that you can do. It's not like you wake up one day and say, I'm unlucky. You work towards it, right? You work towards surrounding yourself with those people, with the support system, with the information. Okay, you work on that. It's not, and that's what the book that he wrote focuses on. Again, the choices that you make in your life.
I don't agree with it either. I mean, expect good fortune. I mean, you can expect a lot of things, but if you don't go after it and get it, I mean, you can't just expect something. I can expect good fortune, and I'm not going to get it unless I am successful and I go after it.
You're gonna get that by maximizing.
Yes.
Yeah, you take all these concepts and not picking one.
All right, what was that, Karen?
I said you're more likely to get what you expect if you maximize your opportunities, which is what that says. Obviously, you've got to put yourself out there and make those certain choices to be in a position to expect those good things to happen. They don't always happen, I'm sure. However, but if you don't set yourself up for it, then you will continue to fail.
Okay, very good point. Emily, do you wanna say
Well,
something?
I think we're getting into a semantical discussion because the word luck,
Yeah,
just like yesterday was anger, I mean, it's really the concept of, somebody said success or whatever. And I think sometimes we are, we're not your average bunch of folks in this room, so we get off into the little details of things, so.
All right.
I think it's the word luck, I think, serves it.
Okay, it struck a nerve, huh? Struck a nerve.
Well, I think what it is it's the word luck, I mean, by definition, no, it don't match this, but that word has been attached to success. If you've got a great family, you're so lucky. If you get a good job, you're so lucky. It's not luck, it's just a word that we've attached to it because we don't maybe have it or somebody else. So I think it's an attachment of the word to.
And I think it's something that, and the main point is to put it out there and make you understand that you make that. It's not like it's something that's imposed. You actually have the power to change your luck or whatever you want to call it, okay? Because many people, they don't. Like we saw the video yesterday, okay, we saw a lot of different, we talked about Jackie Robinson, we talked about Randy Posh. They were dealt cards that were difficult, right? And many people would say that is very unlucky. And Jim McLaren yesterday, if you remember, he was the one who had the 2 accidents, okay? He was actually not born disabled. He had 2 accidents, okay? So after one, you think, wow, I was unlucky, but 2, and he took a mission, okay? He took it upon himself that he wasn't going to let anybody set those limitations for him. He was going to create his own life, his own luck, if you want to say. And look what happened. Somebody else, because of him, okay, was able to reap the benefits of his foundation. So that's how we want you to think about this. And maybe it is semantics, as Evelyn said.
I think also, pretty much going along with what everyone else is saying, is that luck, by and large, how we're seeing it, are the things that are outside of our control that happen to us. We work so hard, yet these negative things
That's a good
happen.
point.
What the heck?
All right.
How can I minimize the things that are outside of my control and grab control back to be able to create my own success? A lot of athletes all the time will tell you they create their own luck. We see them on the television and it looks like, holy cow, that was extremely lucky. But in retrospect, they put in hours and hours and hours of practice and hard work and dedication to basically create what to us is luck, to them is they're reaping the benefits of their hard work. Guys like Michael Jordan, Larry Bird will tell you the exact same things. We look at them with wonder and awe, saying, what kind of magic did you pull out? How'd you guys get so lucky with that? And they'll say, 10 hours a day in the gym for 12 years will help you do that.
It's not luck, right? They'll tell you it's not luck.
Right. So it's essentially, it's that categorical other, those things that are outside of our control, that how can we get that control back, or what the heck is going on here kind of thing.
All right, and just like you said, it's the choices that you make in your life to prepare you for whatever it is that you're trying to get. Okay, so now we're going to see actually a video from the movie The Secret that talks about the law of attraction, which is what I wanted this luck discussion to get us into, all right? It's what you think about, you bring about, all right?